What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Andy Coach, George Calioris. On this day, doing a little conditioning before an APFT. It's supposed to be a deload week, but I was losing my fucking mind sitting at home, so I went and did 10-minute AMRAP of 5 overheads, 10 box jumps, and a 500-meter row, preceded by every 30 seconds for 10 minutes, sled push down or back, not both. So, not trying to burn the shoulders out or really burn the legs out, but I did. And made my run really suck the next day. I ran a 14:42 mile, which is not good for me. Usually I'm about 13 and a half to 14. And I think a couple other factors played into it, though, not just this training. But anyway, I didn't show all 10 minutes of this, if that's what you're wondering, because it would get super boring. It's just doing some work, trying to push it a little bit and get some sweat going, and I was real sweaty by the end of it. There was no one else in the gym. It was like 1 o'clock, so it was cool, but I don't know, whatever. Anyway, after drill, this is a Monday. Ended up feeling really good on this day. 150 for 5 sets of 5, still log pressing 2 or 3 times a week. Not worrying about the clean too much right now, because I'm trying to get used to having the log on my chest, not so much just picking it up. So I'm going from the rack position to overhead, trying to stay tight the whole time, trying to lower and drop instead of dropping the weights. And it felt really fucking good. I did 5 sets of 5 at 150, and then I did one more set at 160 for 5. So 160 was about 85% of 195, something like that. Math. Maybe this is the set. I don't know. I don't even know if I recorded it, honestly. It was just kind of like, my buddy Jared was there, and I'm like, Jared, this feels really good. He's like, go up. I'm like, well, I'll go to 160. I want to trust the program. I want to trust the frequency, but I also don't want to get too burnt out for 2 days later when I got to go back and do it again. So, I only did one set at 5 at 160. Sean's over there going fucking ape shit with like a 295-pound overhead squat for a triple or some shit. So everybody in the gym was getting fired up about that. It was pretty cool. Didn't end up making the third right there. Didn't end up making it, but he got 2, which is still pretty fucking cool for an overhead squat. I can't do that shit. Hit up the barbell after with 155. So usually the barbell's a little bit easier, but I think I've been log pressing so much that I couldn't get my coordination. I had a lot of trouble keeping my elbows forward and kind of staying tight, and so I'm like kind of all over the place while I'm trying to press it. The push is a little slow. The lockout looks terrible. I did rectify it a little bit. You can see me shaking my head because I know it didn't feel right. I did rectify it a little bit afterwards, and then Jared, my buddy, told me I should be doing some behind the neck presses, some klokov presses, to try and loosen up my shoulder a little bit. So I ended up doing like 5 rounds of 15 with the bar, klokov presses, single arm dumbbell rows for 12 with 85 pounds, and then 12 toes to bar. And I just kind of cycled it. Not trying to go really fast, but it did get my heart rate up a little bit. Feeling a little fat on this day. Drank a lot of beers this weekend, you know, with the boys. Didn't eat a whole lot, but I drank a few beers. So, feeling a little bloated, a little fat. That's alright. Trying to maintain that good neutral spine, not really trying not to round over, try not to kick my hip out, which you're going to see right there. I kick my right hip to the right, and it's seriously affecting my deadlift. It's part of why I can't do a seriously good max effort deadlift, which you'll see in the next video if you're paying attention. But I kick my hip out, my knee gets twisted, my ankle gets all twisted up, so it kind of fucks with everything. Not very good. Not very good at all. And then toes to bar, pushing the bar away, bringing the toes up to the bar, These are really good for teaching you how to stay tight on butterfly pull-ups or muscle-ups or anything like that. Any sort of gymnastics movement. Try and keep your toes pointed. You see I got my toes kind of flexed up. You should be able to point your toes and really push the bar away. And I just wanted to see myself, if I'm leaning one way or the other. It's kind of hard with this angled lens. It kind of gives a fisheye, so everything looks a little warped, but I think I drop my left side. I think I curve, not curve, but I think I guess curve to the left. I'm not staying like straight up and down. My spine curves to the left a little bit, probably more due to a muscular imbalance than actual scoliosis or something like that. So I really got to work on that. And then I finished with 100 kettlebell snatches and box jumps. Maybe a little more box jumps. Or not box jumps, explosive step-ups. So explosive step-up is a unilateral jump. And you'll see my girl Tammy in the back there working on some double unders and then working on some step-ups. She's really strong, but she can't move very fast. It's really weird. You try and get her to like do some dynamic effort, and she just doesn't move fast enough. It is what it is. Old Maddie trying to take my kettlebell that I'm using. But anyway, got some sun, got some work in. Kind of sucked. My obliques are sore as a bastard from these single arm snatches. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate you watching. Take care. Comb your hair. Make sure you check out highleap.com. Use the code below for 20% off your first order. And like, subscribe, and share. Appreciate you watching.